Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the 3 new civilizations that are coming out in the next DLC for Age of Empires 2, which is scheduled for February 17th, which is just in a few days now. And the 3 new civilizations that were added are the Mapuches, the Muiscas, and the Tupi. And we're going to be taking a look at the tech trees of these 3 civilizations and then also playing a practice game against the Extreme AI to test out some of the unique stuff that these civs have to offer. So really this video will be everything you need to know about the 3 new civilizations and how to play them. Let's go ahead and start with the Mapuches. So here we go with the Mapuche. So take a look at the 3 new civs, the Mapuche, the Muska, and the Tupi. It is worth noting that the Incas have also been changed, but not enough. They were just given settlements and champion warriors, which we'll get into in a second. You'll understand what that means by the end of the video. So I realize my cam is blocking us, but we'll start with the Mapuches here. And we'll just quickly take a look at the tech tree here. I did cover this in a recent video, but I'll go through it again for the people that might have missed that. So here we go. Let's lower the cam a tiny bit. So starting off, it's a cavalry and counter unit civilization. Foragers drop off 20% more food, which is interesting. So that's a nice economy bonus. Settlements can train spearmen line and skirmishers, which I consider to be very broken on paper. We're going to have to test that out. Infantry slingers and skirmishers have plus 5, 10, and 15 HP in feudal, castle, and imp. That's a nice double bonus there. So settlements can make these units. And they also get extra HP, which is... yeah, nice little double bonus. Mounted units generate plus 3 gold in defeating military units. I don't think this is that impactful, to be honest, but I guess it's a nice little boost. Could help for late game, for example. And then enemy castles are revealed on the map. Again, pretty niche, but could come up. They got 2 unique units. So one is a castle age, or a cavalry unit from the castle, and one is a mounted archer instead of cavalry archers, which is kind of interesting that they have something that's mounted, which I think is kind of cool. They have 2 things that are mounted, actually. Unique text, the Maland. So the bolus riders, the slingers, and skirmishers deal pass-through damage. That's actually a triple buff to the skirmishers now, which is ridiculous. So skirmish should be really strong. And Brutal Mapu, which is team castle unique units, and bolus riders cost minus 15%, which shouldn't be that impactful, but I guess could help in the late game. Spearmen and skirmishers plus 2 line of sight. So I'll quickly run through the tech tree here. So nothing crazy in terms of the archer range. You have, decent options, but mostly reliant on the skirmisher, the slinger, and the bolus rider. We'll see how strong this unit is when I test it. From the barracks, you have the champion warrior, or the champion scout, which is actually just like it's like an infantry unit that's kind of like more of a scout than a fighter, I think. And it can build outposts. You get fully upgraded halbs. No eagle warriors, though, which is interesting. Decent siege. As far as the blacksmith goes, you're just missing bracers. So I guess that's just to balance the skirmishers in late game. But you do get fully upgraded halbs, by the looks of things. Wow, that's really strong. You are missing squires, though. So I guess your halbs would be a bit slower, but they will be tanky. So slow but tanky halberdiers. Still, though, 75 HP halbs can be insane in imp, right? Would be worth testing that out. Nothing crazy in the university. The Kana. So it's a Mapuche unique cavalry that deals increasing damage to injured units. Okay. So when a unit is injured, it just does more damage, I guess. We'll test how that works in a second. And then here's the big thing. The settlement, which only costs 125 wood, can allow you to get all these eco upgrades, and it can let you make skirmishers and spearmen. So the settlement counts as a mining camp, a mill, and a lumber camp, which is ridiculously strong. We're going to start with the Mapuches. It's just going to be a standard 1v1 against the Extreme AI. We'll give him any random civ. And we're going to test out the Mapuches. What I want to try out, actually, is, well, first of all, how the civ feels. But I also want to test out... Oh, you start with a champion scout. Oh, because you don't have cavalry. Of course. Interesting. So this unit can build an outpost, by the way. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. So I'm gonna... Dude, this guy's pretty fast, actually. He has 4 attack. I don't know if he'll beat the scout one-on-one. I think he does. 4 attack, 35 HP versus 3 attack, 45 HP. I'm not sure, but this guy seems pretty quick on his own. Feels a bit like an eagle warrior, kind of. And now Incas have this unit as well. So Incas lost eagle warriors, which is kind of insane. This DLC is really changing the game. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and make a settlement. So one thing I'm curious about... Oh, it's a 3x3 building. Whoa. Is that correct? Yeah, it's a 3x3 building. So one thing I'm curious about the settlement is... Number one, how... if it's... First of all, if it produces my units at the same speed as like a barracks. And also, does it count for 1 production building for clicking up to feudal age? Because like I need 2 buildings, 2 dark age buildings to click up to feudal age. Does the settlement count as 1, or do I need to also make a barracks? Because look how I'm limited in my options here as to what counts as a dark age building. So I hope the settlement counts as 2. If that's the case, it's very strong. If not, then you have to go with a barracks to be able to click up to the next stage. No, okay, it counts as 2 buildings. I had a feeling. So that's something that's not really mentioned anywhere, but the settlement counts as 2 buildings, which is kind of why I want to include these gameplays into this video and not just kind of read through the tech tree. I want to show you guys what these civilizations are actually doing, and we can beat the Extreme AI a few times as well, which a lot of people like to see. Alright, so we're bringing the first boar. Pretty standard build. I mean, I guess I could invest into more Champy Scouts. So far, I'm not really sure how strong it is for me to build outposts. I think it's a nice niche thing, but I don't think it's that crazy. Because outposts in the early game are quite expensive. But then again, they're also quite hard to break. So I can see like building outposts in your opponent's base to be pretty strong. We'll see how the meta develops there. Also, the settlement counts as a house. So it counts as 2 buildings. It's a mill, it's a mining camp, and it's a lumber camp in one. And on top of that, it counts as a house. So settlements are really strong. They're quite tanky though at 1000 HP. Comparing that to the house with only 550. So quite strong right off the bat, which is interesting, worth noting. Now I'm just looking for my opponent's base. I have to say though, the Champion Scout, it doesn't feel nearly as powerful as an Eagle Warrior. So having only 4 attack and 35 HP, compare that to an Eagle Scout. An Eagle Scout has 4 attack and 50 HP. So I'm not sure how I feel about the Champion Warrior. It feels like it's almost like a nerfed Scout in a way. It feels like that's the downside to the Civ. Obviously, the upside is that it can build an outpost, but animation on it is pretty cool, though. It literally looks like a guy jogging, but like a very fast-paced jog. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and make a settlement on the berries. Yeah. I made the settlement my... I made it my lumber camp hotkey, which is always going to be a bit confusing. I wonder if it's like the mule cart, because I think the mule cart counts as both hotkeys. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same for settlements. I guess that's just a minor point, though. It doesn't really matter too much. Alright, now I'm going to be developing to the next stage. And I guess one thing I'm curious about is the Settlement Spearman and Skirmrush. So that's what I'm going to try with this Civ. I'll try the Champion Warrior investment with another Civ later. See how that feels. But for now, I'm going to start just the standard Spear Skirm. So let me put you guys on a strategy before anyone else does here. For those who are picking up the new DLC, I'm pretty sure what's going to end up being broken with the Civ is you're going to go forward with villagers early on, and you're going to target your opponent's stone. So normally when you go for a forward, you take the stone at home, because if you take your opponent's stone, that's a mining camp that you have to make. And if you have to make a mining camp and you also have to make production buildings, it's hard to afford everything. But with this Civ, you can make settlements, which count as your production buildings, to make spearmen and skirmishers that are also getting more HP. So where am I going with this? Well, you'll see. I think we send 5 villagers forward, and we target our opponent's stone. All right? Very important. You got to target your opponent's stone. I'm going to make a settlement on it. And then with that settlement plus our settlement from home, we're going to go ahead and try to put so much pressure on our opponent with spearmen and skirmishers. So let's see how that strategy plays out. The only way the strategy is bad is if they make the skirmishers and spearmen produce slower from the settlements. And I'm really not sure if that's going to be the case or not. So at home, I have to get more villagers on wood here. As per, like, is a standard build. Yeah, dude, that Champion Scout is super weak. I could make an outpost of them, though. I wonder how relevant that is. Let's try to make a few outposts. It's not a bad idea, I guess. So here's my forward settlements. I got 1 settlement at the back, 1 settlement forward. Oh, also I have berry bushes that drop off 20% more, so I guess my berries are quite good. Interesting. Okay, so, dude, I got so many things. So, okay, I want to get this first, and then from here, I want to start making skirmishers. It's the wrong hotkey, though. I want to fix that real quick. Yeah, he can kill my Champion Warrior, my Champion Scout, in theory. Oh, he gets 40 HP in Feudal Age. Interesting. So he gets buffed in Feudal Age. Yeah, the skirms produce quite slow, actually, from the settlement. It's not that fast. So wait, let me just pause and fix my hotkeys here, just so I can be able to test this correctly. So like, I think it's like settlement. It's not showing here, but it should show. Oh, settlement, there we go. So here, this should be skirmishers R and spearman lines E for me. So that's how it works for me. And I also want to change one thing before I let you guys go. Go to psycho commands, or no, game commands. Select all settlements. There we go, and it's going to be Control Z like my mule cards. Good. All right. So now I'm going to unpause. Okay, now I've got 3 settlements. I just realized, oh, I got the mill one as well, so I can just make mass skirmishers from these settlements. And then the reason why you go forward is you can start tower rushing your opponent as well. So obviously it's the AI, like he's usually really bad against towers, but like, or also if I don't want a tower, I can also just take wood. Like you can just take whatever. You just go forward, make towers, and you just build whatever. And now I can just make skirmishers for free basically while farming back home. And if I really want, I can just pick up a horse collar as well. Architecture is quite cool, I gotta say. So they produce quite slowly, but like the fact that you can mix skirms and spears from the settlements, I think is really good. So this is personally what I would do. Alright, now I'll make a bunch of farms. I'm getting horse collar like normal. The outposts are okay. I don't know how much I'm feeling those ones, but I guess they're kind of decent. But yeah, you have minimum 2 settlements just from like early game to produce these units. But I think if you go forward and you make 1 or 2 more, it's all the better. They do produce quite slowly though, so I'm not sure how broken the strategy is. But skirmishers have 35 HP, which is comparable to Vietnamese of 36. You also get stronger spearmen, which is really good. Spearmen have 50 HP, which is really, really good. So now I have a clean economy, and my opponent is under heavy pressure for my early game. I think the Mapuches would be very strong for this reason, actually. I really do. Now, obviously, it's the AI, so it's kind of hard to judge if this is good or not, but honestly, it feels really strong. Even with a slower production speed, not having to make barracks and like, do we realize how strong that is? Also, I can make farms here. So for a full feudal, this civ is really good because you can just farm near all your settlements. And for example, think about how flexible this is. I can take stone. I can take my opponent's rabbits even. Because it's everything. This production building is, or this eco building is everything. Also my production building, actually. And now if I just want to squeeze in a blacksmith, I just cancel a little bit, make the blacksmith, and then continue developing. This is really powerful, guys. Let me put you on a strategy. Trust me, try the strategy out when you get the civ. Only thing I can think of is that, like, because it's a 3x3 building, it is a little clunky. Like, I'm walking pretty long distance for my wood already, and it's hard to replace it, right? Because it's a 3x3 building, and it's also counting as a house. It's a little awkward to replace it. But yeah, man, this feels really powerful. You get upgrades on these guys. If you get armor on your spear skirm, like, this would be so obnoxious to deal with. It really will. The only thing I don't like about how strong this feels is that I feel like this would be really obnoxious to play against. Like, think about it. Spear skirm forwards is one of the most annoying things to face in general. But to face a civ that does it so effectively, like the Mapuches, that's not going to be easy at all. And dude, these settlements are so strong. Like, I don't know. I hate to be the guy that calls everything broken when I first try it out. I really do. And I usually have bad takes. Like, I usually have really bad takes when things first come out. I'm more of like my opinion scales, if you know what I mean. Like, my opinion's not good early game. Like, when something new comes out, I usually don't have a good opinion of it. Like, I'm always wrong of if it's going to be strong or not. But this one, I genuinely feel like there's no way this is going to be bad. It's impossible. Even just if you don't want to, like, forward, you can just do this from home and it's probably still good. But I think the forward gives you a lot of, you know, flexibility. Because I can, for example, start a tower rush. And then when I'm done towering, I just go back to my settlement, right? Which is, yeah, really strong. Very flexible. Yeah, and my opponent just can't play the game here. Obviously, it's the AI. You can't play the game anyways. But be fair, cheesing the AI with this is gonna be a lot of fun. Like this might be the first thing a lot of people try. I feel it's really good, and I mean the production is slow. I don't know. I don't have the exact numbers for you, but I really think that it doesn't matter. Because for example, there's nothing stopping me from making this early on as like a production building, and I just have like an extra production building, and that settlement. I think I should leave a space actually, and that settlement can be used as a production building for the early game, and then later as like a mining camp. And it's funny, every new civ has something new. Like we just got the mule carts like a while ago, like maybe a couple years ago at this point, and now like the mule cart's looking old. So now I just make a couple towers, for example. You can wall them in, whatever, and then you can just go back to taking stone in the front, which is ridiculously flexible, right? And I can drop off my wood, take the stone, and that's just, I don't know. I don't feel like anything in particular here is overpowered, but I think when you combine everything together, I think that's when it becomes overpowered. I really do. Okay, is there anything else I want to try with this civilization? I guess what I can try and do is try to go up to Castle Age now. Because I think I've had enough with this Feudal Age Scrum Spear Rush. And I want to try their unique unit or their Bolus Rider just to see how that feels. I don't know if the AI... I'm going to let him play by just deleting my towers, by the way. Because at this point, I'm not going to be able to test a whole lot against him. And I do want to test every civ to like a decent amount. I don't want to drag the game on too long, of course, but... So yeah, here this could be awkward. Like I have to remake my settlement, which is weird. A 3x3 building, you know? Can't cancel everything, go up. Cool. Alright, so on the way up, I'll just kind of chill. And I guess what I can do is I can take my opponent's stone as well. Like, you can tower rush, take your opponent's stone, then castle drop. And here's the thing, my skirmishers will be 40 HP in Castle Age. Can we talk about that for a second? What business does a skirmisher have being 40 HP and a spearman 55? That's ridiculous. Like a pikeman will have what, 65 HP? That's really ridiculous in my opinion. We'll have to test like all this, so many more things that I'm not gonna be able to test in this game. Like, you know, the pass-through damage in it for skirmishers. How is that gonna look? Obviously, I'll have videos being released over the next few days with, you know, testing these civilizations and all the cool things in ranked games, so playing them in ranked. And I have to do this, by the way. People think when I do this, I'm like being sponsored by Microsoft and like trying to sell their new DLC, but the truth is, I couldn't care less about that. I have to do this because number one, I like to showcase new stuff. It's fun for me, and you know, I think my audience likes to see what's, you know, what new things are coming. But I have to do this for tournaments as well. Like I'm playing a tournament right now, and the next round will allow these new civs. So if there's something strong, I gotta figure that shit out quick. Which is something that's not talked about a lot, but my job to do that as a pro player, it's actually pretty hard. It's harder than being a surgeon, probably. I'm totally joking, of course. But, you know, it's a difficult job. Like, finding out what's strong fast is like a race against other people that are trying to do the same thing. And if you miss on that, like, I can easily lose a tournament because I sleep on that. So, yeah, all that to say that I have to... Oh, you can upgrade them from them as well. So, for example, if you're talking about... That's crazy. Like, if you talk about a donjon, you can't upgrade pikemen from it, can you? You can make the spear, but I don't think you can upgrade the pikemen. Maybe you can, I'm not sure, honestly. I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I can get all the eco upgrades because I have so many settlements. I can get ballistics if I want it, but what I really want is actually to try out the unique unit. So now, again, from that forward position, I can just now come drop a castle. And that's so solid. Like, I'm just taking my opponent's stone and I can do it for free. So now I have 65 HP pikemen, 45 HP elite skirm. 45 HP elite skirm. I think that's ridiculously broken. There's no way this is not going to be strong, guys. I'm pretty sure that makes it so skirms can survive a mangonel shot, by the way. Because mangonels have 40 HP. I think this is ridiculously broken. Oh my goodness. I'm absolutely shocked, by the way, of how strong this is. Like, I'm testing the unique unit. I want to see how that feels. But there's almost no point because, like... But the other stuff that this civ got is infinitely better than any other strategy right off the bat. Like, in this position, why would you play anything other than Spear Skirm, right? It should just be the best. Like, this combo is already really good. Alright, we'll try out the Kana. So the Kana does more damage against low HP targets. Feels like a pretty mediocre effect, but... I mean, the fact that units have an effect is kind of crazy anyway. Should just okay. Stat-wise, 3 Pierce Armor is pretty good. It moves quite fast. You don't have a stable, so it has to move fast, which is good because you don't need to get Husbandry. It's already like really smooth. 125 HP right off the bat is really good, comparable to some Bloodline unique units. Very strong, actually. 9+1. On this villager should do more damage because it's low HP. What does that mean? Okay, definitely did more damage there. Let's look at the numbers though. We're gonna do some math here. So 9+1 is what I have, so it's 10 damage. Minus the 1 armor, so 9 damage. Correct. Oh, I hit it again. I did 10 damage that hit. Next one, I did 12 damage. So it scales pretty fast. Again, I don't have the exact numbers, but that scales pretty fast. My initial take is that that's pretty good. Oh, I can do this in Castle Age. Okay, so slingers and skirms and bolus riders deal pass-through damage. Let's try the bolus rider real quick. And then I'll also try the pass-through damage, which that can be really insane. The thing is, it's a pretty expensive unique tech, so I'm not sure how good that is. I have to test it. It could be insane, it could be meh. So normally, it's single target, right? I can only hit 1 unit at a time. So if I get ballistics, for example, I can only hit 1 unit at a time. So now I got the tech. Okay, so I see how it's being passed through. The projectile is being launched differently. Once I get ballistics to be able to truly test. Oh my goodness! I wish they never released a Civ, honestly. That's ridiculously broken. I'm absolutely terrified about this. I'm absolutely terrified about this. Wow, okay. Let's before I have a heart attack, let me just get some bolus riders out in the field. Guys, you don't understand. Skirms are already so strong. They already have more HP. You can already make them from settlements. And now they have passed through freaking damage. Okay, let's test that against like a woodline or something. I feel like I don't know. This Civ should be like S+ tier, just on how good this one strategy is. Let's test it on a woodline here. Okay, there didn't really do that much. Okay, they're lining up correctly here. Yeah, against villagers to raid does not feel that crazy. It feels better against military units that are tightly packed. AI is dodging my ballistics there, so it's hard to test. Let me try to bait him away from this. While I test that, let's try to get some of the bolus riders out. Just to test those guys out as well a little bit. Okay, so let me test against some military units now. But the AI is terrified of me. Like, I don't even blame it, you know? That was ridiculous. How is that even close to being fair? Seriously. And I swear to God, I'm not even trying to be like clickbaity or like, guys, this is so broken. How do they, you know, what were they thinking? But like genuinely, what the hell is this? Okay, this is the bolus riders. Test this out. Stat-wise, 55 HP, nothing special. But that's decent considering you don't need bloodlines. It's okay. 5+2 attack is okay. Everything's okay. What's special about the bolus rider? It's a charge attack that slows down enemy units. Ah, it slows them down. Okay. That's actually really annoying to play against usually. Let's test it out. So this one has pass-through damage. So if I just hit one... Oh, it gets really slow. Oh, that's freaking insane. This unit should also be really strong, right? This unit should be really strong because it's a cav archer that can slow down enemy units. Obviously, it's a militia, but it gets pretty damn slow if you shoot it with the charge attack. When it's not a charge attack, it doesn't feel anything special. Let's test the skirms again. I guess we can test these guys against... I guess we can test these guys against the skirmishers as well. Because that projection speed is so fast. Pass-through damage is really good, guys. It's really strong, man. Yeah, this unit's crazy good. It feels really smooth to micro as well. That unit is for sure broken as well. I hate to say it. At least, I'm not going to say it's for sure broken, because it is a Castle Age unit. And technically, it's still a little squishy, I guess. And it only has the 4 range. So it's comparable to a Cav Archer, but like it's really smooth. Okay, the last thing I want to test here is just the skirmisher pass-through damage. Like I have to see how that's gonna feel. I'm quite worried about that though. I gotta say. It's hard to really showcase here because my opponent does not have a lot of units, but I'm like 95% sure that this is completely broken and will be a nightmare to play against. Even if missing Bracer in Imperial Age, which is clearly how they want to balance it. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, being able to kill multiple units like that. Like, how would you play against this? Like, genuinely, how would you play against this? What unit would beat this unit? Especially with Bolus Rider. Like, Skirm Bolus Rider would be the meta with this Civ, for sure. 100%. But anyway, I think I've seen enough from this Civ. Yeah, it feels completely broken. We'll just Black Death my opponent here. Sorry, boss. Tried out everything I want to try out. That strategy feels absolutely insane. Really impressed by how strong all of these units are. And I am, yeah, very surprised that... I'm very surprised that we gave them this many bonuses. I'm not going to lie. This Civ feels like it's S+ tier guaranteed. Guaranteed. I don't see a way around that. I know I'm just playing versus AI, obviously, but like... What I just played with, I have never played with in all my years of playing Age of Empires. Genuinely, that is beyond anything that has ever been new to the game. This is like a new level of strong. So off to a start. I'm not gonna say it's off to a good start, but off to a start. That's the Mapuches. Let's take a look at the next civ here. The Muskas. So it's an archer and monk civilization. It's advancing to the next age costs minus 50% gold. Nothing crazy, but it's a decent bonus. Settlements cost minus 25% and heal nearby enemy units. No, sorry, heal nearby ally units, I guess. Doesn't specify, though, technically. Champion warriors and archer range units get extra melee armor in Feudal Castle and Imp. Monks regain their faith faster, and caravan and guilds are for free. None of these bonuses are that good. Unique unit is the Guecha warrior, which is a skirmisher. Oh god, more skirmishers. Temple guard, which is an infantry. And I guess the Temple Guard is from the barracks. Unique text. Herbalism, Archerland, and Champion Warriors move 15% faster, and Slingers +1 range train 25% faster. That's not even that good. Natural gold sources last 15% longer. That's decent. Okay. So, it seems okay off the bat. It seems like it's going to be like an Archer Infantry Monk Civ that has access to Slingers as well. No Cav Archers this time, though. So you get Arbalest fully upgraded, you get Skirms, you get Slingers. Your barracks, you have everything except Halberdier, but you have Temple Guard. And you have extra armor on it. Oh no, Temple Guard doesn't have extra armor, but it has 100 HP. Whoa, okay. Damn, and it attacks faster the longer it remains in combat. Every new unit is not about the stats anymore. It has to have an ability. It has to have an ability. It's not good enough that we just have stats now. Okay, so yeah, decent siege. You have Siege Onager, which is interesting. Missing Blast Furnace and missing Ring Archer Armor, which is quite relevant. So you have, it's like you're going to have really tanky units, but you're not going to have very strong, high DPS units, I guess. This Civ feels like quite weak right off the bat. Guecha Warrior is a skirmisher that regenerates HP when a nearby Guecha Warrior is defeated. Okay. Strong versus ranged soldiers, weak versus units at close range. And then they have the Temple Guard, which can also be made at the monastery. So it's made at the monastery and it's made at the barracks. And then you also get the settlements, but you can't make spears and skirms from them. Alright, let's hop into another game here. This time we're going to go with the Muiskas. Again against Extreme AI. And we'll just test a bunch of things out here. And then see what's what. So, we advance the next age, cost minus 50%. Which is not good, but it doesn't help early game. Let's play with their unique units. So let's play with the Huecha Skirmisher and the Temple Guard. So what I'm going to be attempting here is a fast castle straight into the Temple Guard. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not, though. Is there anything interesting I can do in Feudal Age? I guess I can do a few Champion Warriors early. So let's try to do this. We're going to do some Champion Warriors, like a Drush. Okay, we're gonna Drush with some Champion Warriors. And then we're going to go ahead and... then we're going to go ahead and go for the Castle Age straight into the... Religious Infantry Unit is what they call it, which is the Temple Guard, okay? And that's made from the barracks, but it's also made from the monastery, I believe. Which is interesting. Okay, let's see if this unit can lure deer correctly. It should be able to, yeah. Nothing wrong with it. Should be fine. Nothing wrong with this unit luring in any infantry. Sorry, not luring in infantry, luring in any deer. I'll go ahead and make a settlement down here. Oh, you can't squeeze in settlements anymore on those little spaces. The only thing I don't like about settlement is how clunky it is. It's a 3x3, which sucks. So I think the way you want to use it is like I would squeeze in 2 villagers in that little gap before making it, probably. Also, what is that? The hell is that? Is that a boar? Oh, that's a capybara! I knew they added the freaking carpinchos. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. I think that's a fan favorite. It's a freaking capybara. Let's bring that guy in. Oh, it's called the bush pig. No, it's the capybara. But it has only 300 food. Wait, that's interesting. How are we just changing up the build? That's a new, like, that doesn't have 340 food. That has 300 only, so it's a new animal, and it does impact. You know what's interesting is that, like, I feel like this game follows no rules. Like, for example, they introduce gazelles, zebras, and whatnot. All of them behave exactly like deer. It's just a skin. But when they introduce the boars, like any new boar skin, it's not just a skin. Like, the elephants and rhinos have more food. The capybaras now have less food. So why the different treatment? Why the hell do we have different treatment? What's interesting, though, is that when you make a settlement, it counts as a house. So your build order is actually really smooth with the civ, always, or with any of the settlement civs. In my opinion, any civ with a settlement is automatically pretty good, by the way. I think the settlements are solid. I think it's a buff to have a settlement. Incas also have settlements that count as more than just one house. So Incas got changed a little bit. I'm not going to showcase the Incas at all in this video, just because the changes are not that important anyway. But they just get settlements now. And they also get champion warriors instead of militia line. And I think they lose eagle warrior as well, I believe. We'll take a look at that maybe at the end of the video. But anyway, for the Muska here, looking solid. I'll go with a drush now like I promised. So barracks at the front, then we'll make a settlement on the berries. Bringing in all kinds of deer and food. Just trying to make a good build, you know? I don't know if the strategy will end up being good. But I just want to try the new unique units out. And in theory, I mean, champion scouts should be decent in early game. They move fast. They move fast. So it's like a militia that moves fast. That has to be decent, man. Because militia are so annoying in early game. Having a militia that moves fast has to be good. And it can build outposts, which is a nice bonus. So let's go ahead and make some champion warriors now. Champion scouts, I think they're called in this age. Ah, my hotkey was weird there. I think I'm still missing 2 sheep. Maybe I'll check down here. They should be here, right? Come on, I got like 10,000 hours in this game. Let me be right. If I'm right, people will think I'm good at this game. If I'm wrong, they'll stop watching me. Luckily, I'm right. 10,000 hours not wasted. Let me tell my mom. I'm making a few more of these. They cost 25 gold, though. So you're limited in how much you can make of them. You can only make 2 extra unless you make a settlement on the gold. But making a settlement on the gold is not that bad. Well, it is pretty costly. Because right now I'm making extra of them, but I'm skipping loom for it. So I don't know how game realistic that is. But if you made a settlement... Sorry, the gold one you have to leave a space, I'm pretty sure. Let me steal this guy's sheep. I can steal his capybara if I wanted to as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just scout him. So basically with like militia rushes, you want to hit and run ideally. And with these guys, it should be easier because they run faster. So this would be like absolute aids for your opponent to deal with. And then when you have a numbers advantage, you just fight. So there I'm going to run back. Here I have numbers advantage and hill. And you just chase it. Oh, there's no way this is not strong. Why is everything so broken? Microsoft, you really want to make money with the new DLC. I understand. I understand. Oh my goodness. This is so strong. Because it's not natural. Militia units should not be this fast, right? It's not natural. They tried to nerf it by giving it -5 HP as if that matters. But the truth is, if you have enough of these guys, they move much faster than militia. So you can like, look, you can just block. It's like you're scout rushing in early game. I think champion warriors might be meta with every civ that can make them. Honestly. I don't think it feels as overpowered as the spear skirm thing that we saw last game, though. I'll up Nolan, whatever. Ain't nobody watching me. So the cool thing is I can just make outposts now. I'll make some more of these. And then, like, if I find an isolated build, normally I wouldn't be able to catch it with militia, right? But with this unit, I can catch it, and I can block it. That's a huge thing, by the way. AI is able to run away pretty well, but the human player would not be as able to do that. I can just make more champion warriors. And they get buffed when they get the feudal age. They get the extra 5 HP. And I believe you can upgrade them as well when you get the feudal age. So yeah, off to a pretty good start with this unit. It's quite strong. And it costs 5 less food, actually, by the way, than a militia. 45-25. Which nerfs them early game. But I think that's a buff for, like... Wait. Yeah, I think that's a buff for mid game. It's like a nerf for early game and late game. Because early game is hard to come by. Like, gold is hard to come by. You need, like, a mining camp, which costs... Or, like, a settlement, which costs a lot. Whereas food is, like, abundant. Mid-game food is really easy to come by. Gold is... Oh, sorry, mid-game... What am I saying? Killing another vill. Yeah, in mid-game, gold is easy to get. Whereas food is, like, what you're trying to use for, like, villages and stuff. And then late-game gold is scarce again. So now I can upgrade them to Champion Runner, which costs 60 gold, so a little bit more than Men at Arms. 100 food, 60 gold. Let's go Market Blacksmith behind this. So I can just up to the next stage while putting on infinite pressure with these guys, because they're actually, like, really strong. I think they also move faster than a skirmisher and an archer, so I can imagine, like, Champy plus militia, Champy plus skirmisher to be, like, really strong as a combo. I'm imagining all the broken combos, like, I just can't help myself. So now it has 5 attack, but only 40 HP though. So it only got 1 extra attack, but it got 1 +1 pierce armor. But that's just from the unique bonus. Wait, I didn't get. Did I even get the upgrade? I got, like, +1 attack only. That upgrade kind of sucks. Like, what the hell? Okay, that upgrade is not worth it. That upgrade I paid, like, 160 resources for +1 attack. So don't get that upgrade, apparently. Okay, it's good to know. And I guess I can make outposts. Like, I don't know how useful that outpost thing is, but in theory it's pretty good, because, like, you can hit a wood line, run away, put an outpost there. So if he ever goes back to that wood line, if he runs away, then you're good to go. Also, you can farm near your wood, which is really freaking good. Now I just go up. I mean, don't get me wrong, 5 attack's still good, but I'd rather just not spend money on them and then just keep it with the 4 attack. I don't think the 5 attack is worth it. It's good to know. It's good to know. Man. Okay, I will say this. I hope people are still listening to the video at this point. But I will say this. Maybe everything feels broken because I'm just playing against the Extreme AI, but here's the thing. If I was playing and they released the Men at Arms as a new unit, I don't think I'd say the Men at Arms is broken. I really don't think I'd say that, right? So I'm conflicted. Like, is this just because I'm playing against AI? Or is it that they're actually just releasing really strong stuff? It's hard to tell right now. We'll find out when I get to ranked, of course. I don't want to make all these crazy opinions and have to backtrack later. I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Come up with some, like, YouTube apology videos. But it really does feel like these units are incredibly strong compared to their counterparts. But I will say, like, that Champy Runner upgrade was not very good. +1 attack is not worth 160 res like that. The fact that they get extra armor is quite good, though. That part's good for this civ in particular, for the Muskas. I'm going to try the Temple Runners, so I can make some from the barracks. Temple Guard, sorry, I keep getting it wrong. The Temple Guard. I'm going to make some from the barracks and also make some from the monastery. I'm going to test that out. So just make a monastery real quick. So I can make the Temple Guard. Cool. I'll get squires as well. This unit gets an extra 2 HP. Sorry, actually 1 armor, excuse me. Not not 2 HP. Let's pick up the Champion Warrior upgrade. So that was Champion Runner and Feudal Age. Let's get the Warrior upgrade on that one. And meanwhile, I can make some Temple Guards. So I guess, I don't know if I want more monasteries or more barracks. I think I want more barracks, if anything. So Temple Guard is costing 80 food, 45 gold. Okay. So it's more of a food unit, even though it's from the monastery. It produces quite fast in the monastery. 100 HP base, 12 attack, 1-1. Insane stats. Insane stats. 100 HP. That's like a knight. That's really good. So this is not like an infantry unit. It is quite expensive, though. It is quite expensive. So this is comparable to like a knight in terms of like what I'm expecting to get out of it. Okay, I can get economy upgrades as well. Okay, Champion Warrior, 9 attack, 55 HP. Okay, so the Castle Age is more comparable to a longsword. Listen, I don't think the Champion Warriors are actually broken. I just think in early game they're really strong. So I think it's a really strong unit in early game, but I wouldn't call it broken. What's special about the Temple Guard, though? It attacks faster the longer it remains in combat. I wonder if it's good into buildings then. Let's see if that's even tangible. Will I notice it attacking faster? Oh, that guy's cracking, guys. That guy's freaking cracking. How long is the combat reset? Like, is he still attacking fast? I don't know. It's hard to tell. How good are they versus buildings? Also, you could get Sanctity for these guys to give them an extra 15 HP. Oh, they do attack faster versus buildings. What? That's going to be so strong. Okay, so this unit performs well. Oof. Okay, that's really... You can stack it on buildings, and then you can... If your opponent engages you, just attack really fast. That's really strong. Do I even want to test the unique unit for this civ? It's a skirmisher, the Gwecha Warrior. Let's try to get there. Let's try to get there. I do want to showcase at least the unique stuff of every civ here, if I can, in this one video. So I did promise this would be everything, and oh, dude, that's really strong. But listen, I don't think it's like game-breaking though per se, because we do have like Japanese infantry that are insane versus buildings. We have Goth infantry that are insane versus buildings, and this unit's only in Castle Age. But what's like scary about it is just how impressive the stats are. It's like a knight, and it moves pretty fast for an infantry, by the way. I think. Yeah, I think it actually probably moves the same speed as the longsword. But it just like performs well in combat. It just has like really good stats. So I'm leaning towards more that this is a strong unit than it is a broken unit. Oh, Sanctity doesn't affect them. Okay. So they don't get more than 100 HP. Okay, never mind. Monastery units 15% move 15% faster. Does Fervor affect them? Because technically that's a monastery unit, right? So let me see if Fervor affects them. I'm surprised that Sanctity doesn't. Okay, we're going to do a run test. So we're going to run, and then when Fervor hits, we're going to see if it actually affects them. Meanwhile, I'm going to work towards a castle. Alright, these guys, the Champion Warriors, are nothing special anymore. I got bored of them already. I have my new toy here. My new toy is ready. Okay, so 100 HP. Let's do the walk test. I can't tell if it worked. I can't tell if they're faster. I don't think they're faster, though. So I don't think Fervor affects these guys either. Yeah. But let's see if I can, like, kill a town center. I want to see just how strong these things can be. Like, can I just walk in and kill my opponent's town center? So initially, it's normal. But then they start attacking faster. I mean, it's pretty damn strong. It's hard to say if it's broken, though. I'm leaning towards this unit being strong and useful, but probably not like the meta or not like anything crazy. Because you can probably still convert it, right? Normally. And it's still an infantry unit. So strong, good infantry, not broken is my initial take there. Again, we have settlements. You have to get used to doing this, guys. You gotta farm around your settlements. It's gonna take a while to get used to, but it's really good to do that. We'll test out the unique unit, the Guecha Warrior, while we just continue destroying my opponent with the Tempo Guards. And by the way, I had no attack upgrades in that fight, so what you just saw can get like way stronger if I had all the attack upgrades. No Arson though, like I said, so this still has a natural nerf there. You can get all eco grids at the same time, by the way, because you have so many settlements. It's another underrated thing with the Civ. A lot of times when you're booming, you don't have mining camps, so you can't, like, you just have, like, town centers on the golden stone, so you can't get the upgrades. But with this, you get it all from the settlement, which is really good. Archer Line and Champion Warrior move 15% faster. That's a unique tech. It's really good for the Archer Line. It's not that good for the Champion Warriors, but it's really good for the Archer Line. That could be really strong for, like, a fast Imp Arbalest play, especially because advancing to the next age costs less, so... As you can see, it's only 400 gold. Okay, let's try the Guecha Warrior. So it's 50 wood, 60 gold, which is a lot for what's classified as a skirmisher. That's a lot, by the way. I feel like I'm getting scammed. But let's see if I can make it. Produces somewhat fast. I need more wood, so let's sell food, make a settlement here. Actually, I don't really need to do that. I can easily just take the wood here. I'll make a settlement here just to be efficient. Okay, so here it is. So it has 6 attack, 3 range only. I guess it's upgraded by fletching. But 3 range initially is pretty bad. And has 3 pierce armor, which is quite good. But not great, because the elite skirm has 4 pierce armor. This unit feels pretty bad so far. I don't see how this unit can be that strong. The stats are not impressive. Let me test how it is. Meanwhile, these guys have been just tearing shit up. So what strikes me as good initially is the fact that it's got 50 HP and 6 attack. That's quite promising, so it feels more like a tank unit. Also, it moves kind of fast, so it moves comparable to like a Champion Warrior. So you really close the distance. Feels pretty smooth to micro. This unit could be good, actually. Let's see. Initial impressions, I'm not too impressed, but it has. I can see the vision, you know, it has the potential. Let me see how it feels to micro. It attacks very fast, by the way. It has like no animation delay, which I guess is like, it's better than a skirm. It feels more like an archer. So they called it a skirm, but it really feels more like an archer. Obviously, it attacks like a skirmisher, which is why they called it that. But it really does feel like an archer. It has low range. The animation is so quick on that thing. Yeah, let's get ballistics. I don't know. It feels okay. It feels okay. I would say it's probably good at what it does, but it's not going to be meta, and it's not going to feel like it has no counterplay, because I feel like, the thing is, it has 6 attacks, so maybe knights could be really good against this. The only way this unit's like really strong is if people just don't know what to make against it, like, because you can outmaneuver mangonels, so even if mangonels are like countering you, you can just run away from them, or close the gap against them. And then if he goes knights, you have 6 attack, which doesn't even feel like it'd be weak versus knights. That actually sounds like it'll be strong versus knights. Now that I have ballistics, I mean, unit feels pretty damn powerful. I would say this is probably like a good unit to go for in certain situations. Could be really strong in the right situation, but should not be broken in the sense that it has no counter. That's my initial take right now. Let's go ahead and finish off this game. This one I won't need Black Death though. My units are extremely tanky apparently. I'm gonna just finish him off now. Yep. I couldn't not comprehend mine folks. That was his excuse. My folks' speech. Pretty strong options for the Civ. Nothing feels absolutely broken though, I will say. I think the strongest part about it is just the fact that it has good options throughout the game. But yeah, nothing feels outright broken from the Civ. So probably a mid-tier Civ, if I had to guess. With good options, but nothing crazy. Could even be a low-tier Civ at first if people just don't know what to go for with that Civ. Alright guys, moving on to the last and final Civ now. We've got the Tupi, and I apologize for this video being, you know, quite long, longer than usual. But I wanted to have everything you need to know about the next or the new 3 civs in one video. And that's also helping me out because I can easily go back to this video and figure things out later if it comes up. But let's take a look at the Tupi now. So it's an archer and infantry civilization. You start with 25 extra of each resource, which is good. But I think that sounds better than it actually is because like stone won't be usable. Actually, wait, you can make outposts with champion warriors, with champion scouts. So the stone is usable. Ooh, that's interesting. You could also make a tower and a town center, which a few other civs can do, like Bulgarians, Incas, and let's say Sicilians. So that's quite decent for the stone. For the gold, you can make 1 extra champion scout in an early game, which is quite good. So I think this is going to be a champion scout civ. Yeah, this is a champion scout civ for sure. Villagers can garrison settlements. Really good. That's a Khmer bonus. That's really good. Fallen units return 15% of their cost. Really good. Oh, I think we're going to go champion scouts with this one. I think I would just flood champion scouts in early game. Archery range and barracks upgrades cost minus 50% food. Yeah, this would be champion scouts into champion runners in feudal age with archer skirm behind it probably. As like your main option. Because the way I see the champion warrior is that it's really good early and like very mid tier in like mid game. Unique units is the Blackwood archer, so it's a foot archer, and the Ibira Pema warrior, which is an infantry. This guy. We'll check those out of course in game. Unique text, the caciques, champion warriors, and slingers attack 25% faster. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Kirar, foot archers and fortifications deal poison damage. That can be really strong. Team bonus, towers and castles provide plus 10 population space. I think that's really good, actually. That's quite solid. If this was only castles, then it would be bad, but the fact that this is towers is actually really good. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at the tech tree. So you get Arbalests, Elite Skirm Slinger, full upgrades. Oh, shit, no. Missing thumb ring. So full upgrades minus thumb ring, it seems, until we see the blacksmith. Barracks, we have everything we need minus Gambesons. And we have a unique unit. So this is a Tupi unique infantry with a powerful frontal area attack. Whatever that means. Strong versus infantry, weak versus foot archers at long range. Okay. Siege Workshop has everything you need except Siege Onager and Bombard Cannon. And as far as their blacksmith goes, they only miss Blast Furnace. Which shouldn't matter that much. I don't think that matters too much. Because like you have everything you need anyway, so like losing attack on infantry is not that bad. Navy will skip for now just because that's too much information that doesn't matter. Same with University. Blackwood Archer, which you get fully upgraded, minus Thumb Ring. So it's a Tupi unique foot archer that's trained in pairs and takes only half a population space. So if you get 2, it only takes 1 population space. It's strong in high numbers and it's weak versus units at close range. It has only 20 HP, by the way. Holy shit, this unit's squishy. Mangonels will destroy this unit. And okay, you have a regular monastery situation and settlement situation. Okay, so that said, let's take a look at the Tupi in the game now. I think I want to try another champion warrior early game into unique units, into fast castle Blackwood archer. And then I'll also try the Ibira Pema warrior as well from the barracks. So we'll try those two different units out. No crazy unique unit for this one though, as far as I can see. So you start with extra food and extra gold and extra everything really. But it's not, I don't think it's enough to do any like cheesy rush. So I don't think I'm going to go like fast barracks with this unit or with the civ and make like champion warriors. I think you honestly just play it standard. Why the hell is my flag an umbrella, by the way? What the hell's up with that? Somebody coded that. To put that in perspective. Like, we can't fix pathing because someone's out here coding on a freaking umbrella on my right click. Seriously, devs. Get your head in the game, devs. What's going on? The people want better pathing. But instead we get broken units that we have to pay for. And umbrellas. Is that the only set that has an umbrella? Yeah, surely it is. I would have noticed it before. Small things like that, I feel like I always notice. It's hilarious I'm saying that. If that's not the case and they did have like umbrellas, then I'm just delusional. But I'm pretty sure they didn't. I would have noticed that for sure. I mean, look at that. So invasive. Don't like the umbrellas. Go for my settlement now. Honestly, initial take is that I don't really feel the extra 25 food. So I don't really care for that too much. I think the extra 25 resources will help in making outposts early. And it would also help in getting my barracks a bit faster and also making 1 extra champion warrior. I think that's what really helps. The extra 25 food just folded into oblivion. Like, it's like when you, I don't know, if like you ordering like a pack of fries and then the guy just puts 2 more fries on top. Like, there's already 50 fries in the bag. you're not gonna feel the extra too. That's how I feel about it right now. Whereas with the other stuff, I feel like it's a bit more relevant. Just because food is like your early game resource, you're already taking so much of it because you have to. Okay, this game we don't have capybaras. I will say I like the capybaras, by the way. I think that's a good addition. I really do. I like that one a lot. Let's go ahead and pick that one up. Take out his ibex. Pick up the last year, and then we can go ahead and pick up the last 2 cows with my champion warrior, and then we'll be off to the races scouting my opponent. Alright, cool. Now we can scout my opponents. I like this champion warrior. I think it's quite good. I think it's very good, in fact. Alright, now we go barracks on the front. No crazy bonuses here, so nothing feels out of the ordinary. But I'm getting the barracks a little faster than usual. Normally you can't get it this fast. It is worth noting. A little fast, like it's only 3 on wood, right? So it's a little faster than usual with only 3 on wood. So if I did 4 on wood, I can get it even a little faster. So if I really want to commit to the champions. Now I have a little extra stone to play with as well, which is quite good. The settlements just feel good, by the way. The settlements feel good. They're a little clunky in the economy setup, I'm not gonna lie. But they do feel clunky. Sorry, but they do feel good. Clunky though, for sure. Just because it's like awkward to place them. I know I'm housed, it's okay. We're gonna fix that one. There we go. And I need 1 more settlement, so I'll just go ahead and make that soon. I'm making more champion runners, champion scouts. So I can make 3 with my initial one, and then also get loom. It's like a more. I'm gonna get loom this time. It's a more realistic game scenario. Last game I was not realistic at all. So I think what you want to do is squeeze in as many builds inside the berries, and then go ahead and get another settlement. Okay, I got my champion scouts now. And 4 attack, 35 HP is like not the best stats in the early game, but the fact that they move fast is really good. Hard to showcase that against the AI because he just fights back. But like just being able to like, maneuver and run in and out is crazy good. I mean, this unit's way better than militia. But again, I wouldn't say it's broken. I just feel like it's a good option. Also, if we lose units, they give us back some resources, which I might be interested in. So I'll just fight here. I'll block it because I can. I'll continue fighting. If I lose units, I just make more. Let's get on like a settlement on gold, maybe. I always forget I have to leave a space for the gold. So I just lost a unit. I got back 3 gold. And a bit of food, I guess. That doesn't feel that good. I don't feel like I can make enough of these to the point where losing them to get resources is going to feel impactful. So I feel like the losing them to get resources will just feel decent and nice, but it's not something I'm going to actively abuse, I think. So I'm going to have to lose like 7 of these guys to make 1 more. Like, it's not even like, it's not even sustainable. It doesn't feel good. That really does feel like I'm just getting savings over time. I don't see myself abusing that bonus by just sending in units to their death or like deleting units or anything like that. So fair enough. Not the end of the world. We'll get loom and then we'll click up. So now I could make more because I'm just taking more gold, but I wouldn't be able to make more. I've only made 6 gold from losing units, which is not that impressive. Also, in combat, these guys are just strictly worse than militia. So you have to use their hit and run capabilities. So this is more like an annoying unit than it is a strong one. On the way up, I'm curious if I want to make more of these or not. I'm going to go for a strict pass castle, so I'm not going to make more. I want to try to use the unique unit, the archer unit. That seems really cool, the Blackwood Archer. So it's a unit that comes out, it trains in pairs. So you get 2 if you make 1. And it also only takes half a population. But it's very squishy. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. So far, nothing has felt bad out of the new stuff. Like, nothing feels outright bad. some things feel decent, some things feel broken, but nothing has been like, this is horrible. There's no way this will work or anything like that, which is quite a big contrast to some of the other DLCs or some of the other civs that they've made. Because if you think about it, like, the Bulgarians were like unplayable on release. The Khmer were horrible on release. The Portuguese were bad on release. Like, a lot of these older civs guys, they were just bad on release. But really, recently the trend has been like, no, we want them to be good on release. That's been the trend recently. Which I think is actually smart to sell more of the DLC, but there's a limit to how strong you can make things, to be fair, before it starts getting really ridiculous. Here I can just go Market Blacksmith. I don't need to make a range, because I don't need Thumb Ring, right? I don't have access to Thumb Ring, I believe. Yeah, no Thumb Ring, so if I'm going to go Unique Unit, I just go straight into Unique Unit. I have to delete my house, unfortunately, here. Oh, wait, I don't get the 40 HP. Why did I think this unit got upgraded to 40 HP in Feudal Age? Oh, okay, so it only gets plus 40 HP if I get the upgrade. Which I think I misclicked in the first game or something. Something went wrong. Unless the Mapuches get extra HP for the Champion Warriors. They do. Okay. So, I take back what I said about the Champion Runner upgrade. It gives not just the +1 attack, but it also gives plus 5 HP. I was just comparing it to the Mapuches that get plus 5 HP by default. That was the mistake I made. Now it makes sense. You guys will probably be cooking me in the comments by this point. Guys, if you made a comment about how, I messed up the Champion Warrior and how I'm stupid for doing that, don't delete it, okay? Don't delete it. Never worry about my feelings at all. It's all good. The comment for the algorithm is better than my feelings, all right? And if you didn't leave one, you can leave one now, saying how little attention to detail I have. That's good. But no, it's good to correct that, just in case, you know? There we go. But it's nice that I can run away from archers, though. Like, this unit could be abused in high elo. I don't think this unit will ever be broken in low elo. I think this is a high elo unit, to be honest with you. Sorry, I hate to elo gap people out of a unit, but I really think that I'm being an eloist right now, an elitist, if you will. But yeah, I think because like any unit that has to do with mobility is always a high elo unit, to be fair. Because that's where like a lot of the value comes, and it's harder to do that than to just like straight up fight. Like being able to just hit a build like that and run away is quite good. Okay, so cool. So it doesn't get upgraded when you get Feudal Age. You have to get the upgrade for it, which makes a lot more sense. Oh, yo, AI. Why would he go back? Oh, that castle looks really sick. Let's look at that one again. Unless it looks horrible. I can't tell if that castle looks amazing or if it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I really can't tell. We're going to go all in Blackwood Archer, by the way. I really can't tell if I like that castle, actually. Initially, I was like, yo, it's sick. But when I looked at it more, it was just wood. I didn't like that. I didn't like that it was only wood. It felt weak. Felt like it was lacking some structure there. To be fair, I forgot what the other castles even looked like at this point. Okay, so far so interesting, I would say. So I can make the Blackwood Archer. So this will make 2 per. It costs like 1 archer. No, a bit more expensive than 1 archer. It's 35 wood, 45 gold. 1 archer is 25 wood and 45 gold. But it trains you 2. And you can separate them right away. Like it's like when you have twins, you can separate them at birth and run experiments and whatnot. You don't have to keep them together. But obviously, keeping them together seems good. Only 20 HP is really bad, guys. So HP-wise, we're struggling. An archer has 30 and a crossbow's got 35. So to have only 20, it's like you gotta get like a Lamborghini to overcompensate or something, you know? Can't just be walking around with 20 HP like that. It's not gonna fly. So we're gonna try it without ballistics first, and then we're gonna pick up ballistics. Let's send it forward. It moves pretty fast right off the bat, so it feels smooth. Also, in the meantime, let me also test the Ibirapema Warrior, which I forgot what was special about this unit, to be honest, but let's try it out. Oh. Oh, unit feels smooth, though. Oh, shit. Feels really smooth. Oh, what the hell? A snake. The hell? I thought Viper would become a caster. The guy just became a wild animal. Viper, what happened to you? You used to be a top player. Now you're just an animal that people hit in two shots, and that's it. The hell? Microsoft, what are you doing to our boy there? What are you doing to our boy? It feels quite smooth right off the bat. It's quite good with the micro. It shoots fast. It's not clunky at all. Here's the Ibirapema Warrior. Shit, this unit looks like it belongs in Age of Empires 1. I'm not gonna lie. This unit looks like it's not meant for this game at all. I'm not gonna lie. Everything in my base looks like a settlement. Like, that blacksmith is a settlement in my eyes. So is the barracks. What's strong about the Ibirapema Warrior again? I forgot. It's a powerful frontal area attack. Oh yeah, whatever that means. Same reaction I had earlier. I got ballistics, but AI is good at dodging ballistics. Damn. I mean, the unit's quite smooth. Ibirapema Warrior, 8th attack, 2-1 on armor. Doesn't feel... I don't see what's special about this unit. It costs 30 food and 60 gold. It's quite cheap to make. I think this might just be like an anti-eagle warrior unit or something like that. Because it's not really good against ranged. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's good against anything. This unit feels... It attacks kind of fast, but... I don't know. That might be like the first bad thing of the entire DLC, to be honest with you. I'm going to commit to more of them, though. Maybe I'm underestimating. Maybe I'm misusing. Like a settlement out here. The settlements are good, though. Like, having a settlement puts you ahead of other civs. Period. I like that these things train in pairs. That's like a gimmick that's like not invasive at all. Just cool, you know, why not? That's a good idea, you know, good idea from the devs. I can appreciate a good idea. If I had pass-through damage with like the Mapuches, this guy would be completely defeated. See, like, okay, take a second though to acknowledge the fact that I'm not overhyping every unit. Like, this feels fair. It feels strong. Like, I'm able to micro. It feels smooth. But I'm not like, oh my goodness, making all kinds of faces for the thumbnail. This is broken, guys. I can't believe this is in the game. I'm not saying that for every civ. Like, genuinely, I feel like the Mapuches were like way too strong in what they were given. These guys don't feel like they're good at all, by the way. I don't see the use of them. Like, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's like a champion or like a longsword. Can be good. I guess it's nice as like an Eagle Warrior counter or something. These archers feel quite good, though. I'm having a good time microing them. And they attack like archers that have thumb ring, by the way. I think they have like really high accuracy. Good fire rate, too. That archer is really good. Will it be broken? Will it be meta? Hard to say. My guess is that it won't be broken, because like if this is ever strong, brother, I'm making 2 scorpions and slapping that guy back to the next DLC. Like, I'll slap that guy right back to costing more money again. They'll just re-release that guy on the next DLC with more HP or something. 20 HP is super minimal. That's why I think this unit can never be meta. I think it'll be a fun unit, maybe a decent unit in certain situations. Maybe like good against cavalry, because it like moves fast and it kites well, and I think this would be good against cavalry. Maybe good against other archers as well, just because again you can kite them. But I think it would be weak to siege and probably weak to skirms as well, because it has only 4 attack. Yeah, that's my take so far. Trying to take on the town center with this. Yeah. Anything want to test an imp? Extra attack from the champion warriors and slingers. Yeah, there's nothing. Put archers, deal poison damage. I don't really care about that. I can imagine how that's gonna work. They just do like the initial damage and then some damage over time. And more damage is good on archers, so that tech feels good. Yeah, unit's smooth. Unit's very smooth. Easy to mass, of course. Also, I can delete one. Let me showcase something. I think I can delete one and I don't lose a population. So 85. Okay, 84. If I lose another, it's still 84. See that? So I need to lose 2. So 83, I lose 1. I was 84, I lost 1. Then I lost a second. So you have to lose 2 units for it to count as a population, like the Karambits. Of course, that in itself is not new, though. We already have the Karambit that does that. That's okay. It doesn't have to be new. Still cool. Still cool. Yeah, this unit feels like it's whatever, guys. Not impressed. The Ibera Pema Warrior. I don't understand what it's supposed to do, even. The powerful frontal area attack. Like, what? Oh, the sound. It sounds better now. I don't know if it is better, though. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think that's, yeah, I think that's quite solid, honestly. It's quite solid. Solid civilization here. Doesn't feel broken. Feels fun to play. And feels interesting. And I think that's good. Is this castle good or not? Guys, if you made it to this point in the video, please let me know in the comments. Is this castle good? Or, like, does it look good or is it, like, ugly? I can't tell. I really can't tell. I'm gonna say that it looks good with what they're working with. If you want to make a castle only wooden, I think this looks good. But I don't know if it actually looks good compared to some of the other castles we have. Probably not. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Again, sorry for the long video. I'll try to edit it down as much as I can to cut the downtime. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments which civ that looks the best. Are you excited about the new DLC? Do you want to pick it up? Let me know, a little bit about your feelings towards the new DLC. I obviously get it as a little, pre-test here and just to kind of showcase the new stuff early. But we'll start playing February 17th when it all, when it releases to live servers and we can all try it out together. So, initial thoughts from me is that the new civs feel interesting, fun to play. Some stuff feels really broken. Some stuff feels decent. Nothing really feels that bad. And nothing feels horrible. Certainly nothing feels horrible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And yeah, till next time. Peace out.